In 2008, in Bulgaria, below the poverty line lived 1,657,000 people, which is 22% of Bulgarian population. Bulgaria is the country with the highest percentage of poverty in the European Union. This is the statistics of National Statistics Institute. The main risk of poverty for the majority of households is determined by their economic activity and participation in the labor market. The largest proportion of poor people is among the unemployed, about 52%. Economically, non-active people as a whole are also among those for whom the risk to live below the poverty threshold is particularly high. The proportion of people living below the poverty line among pensioners is 37%. According to National Statistics Institute, 8% of employed persons also live below the poverty line, and among those who work part-time, risk of poverty is 4 times higher than among those who work full-time. Poverty is one of the 21st century curses. Poor people also have dreams, maybe sometimes only of a piece of bread, that will make them happy because they appreciate the smallest things in life. The eyes of poor children are most often sad. No one chooses his own destiny. Let's reach out to children of poor families, boys and girls from poor neighborhoods without contempt, without regret. They need help. Let's reach them, and the world will become a better place. Silistra is a town situated on the Danube River in the northeastern part of Bulgaria. By 2009, its population was 37,837 inhabitants. Officially registered unemployed people at the end of May 2010 in Silistra, Tutrakan and Dulovo were 9,673. The unemployment rate for the entire area is about 14%, and the highest one is in the municipality of Kainarджа, about 30%, followed by Glavinica, Alfatar, Dulovo, Sitovo, Silistra and Tutrakan. This is the information from the employment offices in Danube Dobruja. Unfortunately, Silistra still ranks high in national ranking in unemployment. The country's overall level is 10%, less than in the region. The most people with primary or lower education are without livelihood, about 58%. Then come those with secondary education, 36% of them live without livelihood. The unemployed people over 50 years of age are 40% of all registered unemployed. Those from 30 to 49 years of age are 44%, and young people below 29 years of age are only 16%. ADRA Austria sent 16,000 packages with antibiotic and supplies for the population in the hospital of Silistra town, and the staff of the hospital received 4,000 new white overalls. Poroino village has 1,250 inhabitants. 56% of them are gypsies, 36% are ethnic Turks, and 8% Bulgarians. The unemployment rate is about 35%. The majority of the population lives in adobe houses or dugouts. Many of them eat only once a week. In the morning, children go to school where the national program Cup of Hot Milk and Breakfast feeds them. At lunchtime, the municipality pays the cost of preparing 2 dishes, hot soup and dessert or main dish and dessert. This is the whole food of children until the next morning. One of the dugouts. It is difficult for a person from the 21st century to accept a wartime situation. It is difficult to perceive the fact that yesterday you had electricity, and today you cannot afford it, even think about it. Most of the people in Poroino village live in such households. No electric stoves, only clay ones. What about, thinks this starving, shivering child? ADRA volunteers distributed 150 Christmas packages for children from Porojno village, passing from house to house, from dugout to dugout. The situation in the most of adobe houses is like this: no light, no heat, no food. These small twins are 20 days old, but even now they encounter shortages and hunger. The family of Violeta and Georgi Boev could not believe these twins were doomed to starvation. They bought milk for a month and gave it to the parents. That is life, cruel and insidious. At school everything's different. Here you forget about your woes. You learn and look with hope at the future and wonder, is it true? Somebody had thought of you this Christmas. Who are the kids who stretched out their hands toward them to give them help in difficult life? And smiles shine on their faces. Thank you. Kindergarten in Porojno village is a branch of the United Kindergartens Mir Dulovo. There are 2 groups of children, young and preschool. Their overall number is 48. Everything in the kindergarten is made up by the children themselves, led by their teachers. A special hospital for children with oncohematologic diseases. About 1,200 patients enter the hospital every year, and about 5,000 children every day come to have their chemotherapy in the hospital. 120 children from infancy to 18 years of age lie sick in the hospital currently. The joy of small Nasco is great. Thanks. Pirogov Hospital, Children's Chest and Abdominal Surgery, Pediatric Neurosurgery. ADRA volunteers distributed 120 Christmas packages among the children in the clinics of Pirogov Hospital at Christmas Eve. Is this for me? Mitko learns with great interest about the international project Children Helping Children, about the children of ADRA Austria who send these gifts for the sick and suffering children of Bulgaria. Daycare Center for Children with Mental Disabilities in Kyustendil. Children between 8 and 18 years of age with mental disabilities visit the center all around the clock. Here live 25 to 30 children in the center. Psychiatrists, psychologists and teachers make efforts to improve their psychological condition. ADRA gifts are a great surprise for children, and they didn't dare to touch them for a long time. Love and friendship that ADRA volunteers gave them were more important than gifts. If you have given to the hungry man even a crumb from your bread, if you have given to the wanderer even a spark of fire from your fire, if you have given something of yourself, you haven't lived in vain.